Brian Tramel, RynoJB, rolling into Memphis.
Mercy Daddy, we're live from STS Studios in Jonesboro, Arkansas. I'm BT, and that is RynoJB. How the hell are you, Rhino?
I'm doing pretty good. I went out last night, so I'm still recovering.
Still recovering. We're going to be a little late today. Technical difficulties, but we keep rolling. I want to thank my old buddies P3 Radio with that theme song. And you can hear that theme song only on the audio version. That's right, only on the audio version. I got some real quick notes before we get started. The link of all links is actually in the description of this episode. It has everything. STSpod.club. Everything that's STSpod.club is there, including our T-shirts. We've got our T-shirts back up with the logo and a bunch of fun stuff. We mentioned this last week. We got the email. It's stspodclub@gmail.com and a voicemail. That's right. You can call 501-232-1701. That's right. And, hey, me and you will answer questions, or we'll listen to the voicemail right here online, live in living color. And go back and listen to this Thursday show. We counted down the top 10 comedians in wrestling, JB. You'll like that one of all time. And believe it or not, we had some controversy on who we actually picked number one, and some people we didn't include. We also have episode 100 of Cool Kids Countdown. 100 episodes started in 2017, and we got a new episode on Thursday. Man, are you ready to go?
I'm ready to go.
All right. So I got all that business taken care of. So tell me, JB, give me the hits, brother.
My hits for me this week, man, you and I, we both love tag teams, and I felt like the tag team match with the Young Goats and the Crowleys there, we saw them back in action against each other again. I am loving the Young Goats. They are a hit for me this week. One of the things I love about that match, that split leg moonsault, we see more and more from Young Zay there. And man, they call themselves Young Goats. I love the character personality they bring to the ring, the confidence. It's all there. It's a hit for me.
Yeah.
Also, go ahead.
No, I agree with you. I'm gonna put Zay Washington over and Aaron Roberts big time. So go ahead, keep on.
Another hit for me was seeing Derek King in action. I think we've seen those punches before somewhere. I love what they're doing there. And also another big hit for me, the focus on women's wrestling. Every week we're seeing something with the women's wrestling. I'm loving that. It's a big hit for me. And also Maria on commentary. The women's purpose within CW is absolutely incredible. I love it. So those are my hits this week.
Right on. I love the intro with like the music. You could hear some ominous music happening. I like this apron better than I did with the black apron. We had some shenanigans backstage. We had Mike Anthony jumping to Big Swole.
I meant to put that down.
Yeah.
I meant to put that down.
I love that King Cobra, they do a video, and he puts over, I'm glad to be here, but he's also putting over the heels here, talking about how mean Alan Steele and Johnny Dotson are. And that tag team match. I love tag team wrestling. Not as much as my mama, but I love tag team wrestling. Zay Washington and Aaron Roberts are two guys that I would pick to push. And I love them as a tag team, but both guys have, singles opportunities too here. One of the better matches so far until we had the main event, which I thought was just a hair better. Something kind of weird happened at the end there, and I'm not sure where that went. And again, I want to give a hit out or nod to Maria. Maria, we may have to actually start Maria's favorite quotes from our favorite quotes from Maria. She talked about putting tequila in Action Jackson's backpack. Pacing of the matches was much better too there.
Yeah, I love how she got on Dotson for creating most of the wrestling names. I think that was around the sliced bread. Yeah, it's actually called the sliced bread. That move is actually called sliced bread. But
right. He was like,
love the commentary. Yeah. Right.
All right, let's go. Let's talk about the misses.
For me this week, the King and Queen promo didn't hit. I want to see more personality there. I want to see more character. They call themselves the king and the queen. I want to feel it. I wasn't feeling it. I just wasn't feeling it. When I watched the king and the queen, I want to feel like I'm watching the king and the queen. I didn't feel that this week. And actually, I'm going to even branch off with that. The entire show in general, I want to see more character. I want to see more personality. I want to see more confidence. I want to see these guys come out there and be, I don't want to necessarily say stars, but I want them to be stars in their own light. I want to feel their presence when they hit that ring. And I felt like this week I wasn't. Well, you know what? I take that back. My man Brett Michaels, the Gun Show, came out there in that street gear. I like that. We're seeing, we're seeing Brett Michaels in his wrestling gear and his street gear. We know that this man means business. And I love the character. I love the personality he brings down to the ring. I want to see that confidence shine throughout everyone in the roster here. So those are my misses there.
Yeah, I mean, the thing about Brett Michaels, this is one of my misses for Brett. I love Brett. He's a great character. I wanted him to be madder when he came through the door. I wanted to push that guy down. I want him to say, you guys, go through to the match and do one move, his big move, and that would be it. And just screaming, bring Alan Steele out, bring Johnny Dotson out kind of thing. That's what I wanted. Misses, here's what I JB, except for one match, and that was the tag team match, since we've had, kind of like this was the tiebreaker with these guys. I know who's going to win every match when they get in the ring. Now, that was an old formula with classic Memphis Wrestling, where you used people that they call them jobbers. It's kind of a bad word now, but it really wasn't. That was their job. And every match, except for the tag team match, I actually knew who was going to win. We got to change that. We got to change it with some upsets and such. Action Jackson needed a live mic, guys. Give it to him. Let him say his catchphrase. He talks about, Dustin does a fantastic job getting over Chris Lex. He talks to us both, me and you talked about Chris, in the sense that he is Memphis. He is this guy that represents Memphis. JB, you're there. It's not, it's not a powder puff town, right? I mean, it's a tough town, and he looks like Memphis, Tennessee. So guess what? I want them to put him in Memphis, Tennessee. I want a video of him walking down the streets and being with the people, kind of like, Jimmy Bay did at one time. He's got his people,
Yeah, that would be really nice. Now, that's a great idea.
See, Dustin, he even agrees with me. All right, before we go to the MVP, I want to let everyone know that the voice of Memphis Wrestling, well, one of them anyway, Dustin Starr, will be in Grubbs, Arkansas tonight. That is the RWE Arena at 301 East Barnwell Road in Grubbs, Arkansas. By the way, shout out to ever who does those posters. Man, those posters are awesome. Great job, guys. Great job. All right, MVP. Who's your MVP for the week?
My MVP is going to be Zay Washington. Love his action, love his speed, love his aggression in the ring, love his talent as well. I think he's just going to shine. I really do think he's going to be a big star for this company. So he's going to be my MVP this week. All
right, Zay Washington. The thing about it is, every time I see him in the ring, and I'm comparing him to Tuco Scorpio a lot, and then people are saying, I see it.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying. And,
right.
And Tuco Scorpio had a hell of a career in this business. He's just so smooth. I hate to say this, except for maybe Derek, but he might be the smoothest guy on the roster that we've seen on TV so far.
I agree. I think it's just going to get better and better. I love the Chosen One outfit that he was wearing this week as well.
Yeah, and I mean, they look like professional wrestlers. The team does, and I really like that.
Aaron Roberts is mean, too. I like Aaron Roberts. He stood up to Humongous. Aaron Roberts is nasty. I like him.
That's the thing about it. Eventually, hopefully, we'll see them two go at it. Two big guys. Yeah. All right, my MVP. You're going to like this. Derek King's hand. Man, he slapped the shit out of Chris Lex. Oh, Man, I was like, oh my God. And then Maria said she taught him that. I cracked up. I really did.
Slap City.
Slap City, absolutely loved it. Love seeing Derek on television, and you talked about the punches. Derek grew up being Jerry the King Lawler was his favorite wrestler. We all know that. That's where he got the last name King. And this is a progression of what's going to happen with the character. I mean, this guy is going to be, hopefully we'll see the top dog here. I mean, he is the top guy. He was the number one guy on my website every year for the 5 years total. And I think he won 3 out of 5 wrestler of the year. So excellent talent with him. So tell me, what do you want to see on next week's show?
That's a good question. I don't know. Straight off the top of my head, I don't know. I want to see more personality. I want to see more character. I want to see more confidence. I want to see more impact from these walks of life, walking to the ring. One of the things I think Vince McMahon is quoted in saying is that these characters need to be larger than life. And I want to see a star shine next week. I mean, I want to feel a star presence within this company. And I think that we're looming towards it.
I get what you're saying. I really do. And I think it's leading to, I say this about the speed of what they do, and the look of the program. We're not going to get AEW. We're not going to get, the fireworks and so forth, but you got to have the characters bigger than life. I think the Derek the King character is on its way, and with Young Goats and, the Crowleys, you're looking at characters that could happen that you want to, and that's what I'm going to say here. What I'm looking forward to is I know something's going to happen next week. I know Caitlin's going to be in the ring with Nikki Lane. I like that part of it. And where the hell are Alan Steele and Johnny Dotson? I mean, they did this evil deed and then they haven't showed up yet. So I'm looking forward to seeing if they'll be live and in living color there next week.
Hopefully so.
All right. Now, Rhino, here we go. Thumbs up or thumbs down?
I'm gonna do it. Can I do it in between?
Yeah, you can do it right in the middle.
I'm gonna do right in the middle this week. Right in the middle. I'm looking forward to next week. Like I said, I want to feel it. And though I gotta say, on your point, I do feel like the production's getting better. Like you mentioned, even with the red ring, it had more of a presence than the all black ring. Gave it some flair. And hopefully we see more of that with the production and everything. I think it's just continuing to grow.
I can see improvement of the production. I'm just real particular about, I don't know, I like a blue mat. I like in All Japan used a green mat that is totally different than anything, and I really like that. So it's just one of those things where I want to see something a little different, or I want to go old school with blue. The red was better than the black to me. It wasn't as shiny, even though I don't know if you noticed this, but it kind of had a glare to it. So sometimes you could get like a little bit of orange on the people looked orange. Did that look that way to you, or is that just my messed up TV?
I was watching on my phone this week, and I'll have to go back and see that on my TV. I'll have to go back. I didn't notice it.
Yeah, I noticed a little bit. So thumbs up for me. I think this was one of the best episodes we had, or the best episode. An easy watch. I want to tell you that's what I love about professional wrestling is if you can sit down and you're not pushing, you don't want to push the fast forward button. Now it's only an hour, unlike all the other promotions that have 2 hours, but it's an easy watch. You're like fun with it. Also, big thumbs up because we do have storytelling. I got in a discussion with someone this week, and sometimes I think too much about wrestling. It sounded like I was talking about an issue of Batman or something. But you need the episodic television. It's what you need with wrestling, the building and wondering what's going to happen. And it felt like that the first 4 shows were the building or the arc of the story. And you got these 2 guys, Johnny Dotson and Alan Steele. And like I said, I have no idea, no spoilers. So I don't know the direction they're going, but you got veterans here. Johnny Dotson was on Memphis Wrestling, what I call Corey Macklin's Memphis Wrestling, Power Pro, Alan Steele, along with Derek King. And so you're looking at episodic TV and me looking forward to the next episode of what's going on. And that's a big thumbs up for me for this episode. I really think it could have been the best one so far.
I'll even throw something in there. What was a big thumbs up for me? To your point, that storytelling, Mike Anthony and Justin Cole, Big Swole, Justin Cole. I cannot wait to see what happens with those guys. I love the story developing with them.
I do too, because at the point last week when we left them, we thought that was over.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. My man came through with the knuckles, knocked him out. It's not over yet. It's not over until Mike Anthony says it's over.
That's right. And I really wanted him to say something like that on the microphone. I want to give a shout out to Elijah Dobbs. He was the referee for the tag team match, first match ever on Memphis Wrestling television. It was a big deal to him. It's a big deal to a lot of these guys to be on Memphis Wrestling. But Elijah Dobbs actually does our STSpod.club theme song, and we've had him on the show. The link to his episode will be in the notes also. And speaking of the notes, again, I put a lot of stuff in the notes. A lot of stuff, brother. They can find all kinds of stuff. But my buddy Lance Levine is having the Tournament of Junk. Well, what's the Tournament of Junk? Follow him on Twitter and help vote in the tournament. All right, JB, let's put over your stuff and we'll get out of here.
Twitch.tv/RynoJB and RynoJB.com to learn more.
All right. Same bad time, same bad channel on the best little wrestling podcast in the business. Be there. And as everyone knows, I love my mama.
The all-new Championship Wrestling Memphis.com has it all. Everything from superstar t-shirts, custom matches on sale now from our women's division, and of course our new training center is now enrolling for May. Get more info on how you can become a professional wrestler at ChampionshipWrestlingMemphis.com/training.